this is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Duke Blue Devils and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a look at them first. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun, like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire. Last time these two teams played.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Devils offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Boy, you have to really like this running back, Bryson Washington. They believe he is the guy who can really give a jolt of energy to this rushing attack. Dropping back, it's Crawford. Out wide left, it's Peters. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. He'll try to get it through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Left side is Peters. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy.
It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. The Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the RPO, got it.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
They'll give it to Washington. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Washington. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these.
Makes the grab in their space. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Rush right in his face. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Washington. Got the first down, and he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Crawford. Right side, it's Smith. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to Washington. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Breaks into the open. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Huffman. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Going with the ground game left. Got enough for the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Still looking to his right. Fires downfield. Right side, it's Terry. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Little. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quick give. It's Washington. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Turning it on, the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He's now up to 70 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. They send the tight end in motion. Sells the run, looking to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Out wide right, it's Moore. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, here's Washington. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. They'll get it down to the 80-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Crawford. Escapes the pressure to his right. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Blue Devils will try to punch it in on first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Touchdown, Duke! Great job by the back on the option. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Robinson. Snags it, and he's open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the catch. It's Hoffman. They are on the move down to the the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for room. It's Lewis. Made a defender miss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. In the red area, it's Joyner. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rush is on. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Dead center perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
To the air, it's Crawford. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Making his first move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that way.
A lot of room to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide right, it's Huffman. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, it's Lewis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Back to throw, it's Crawford. Right side, it's Washington. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. Runs through, man. He might have some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Handoff to Joyner. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand across the 45. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Looking for a crease, it's Lewis.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Quick step and go. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. NC State now operating from the red zone. Trying to run, it's Goss. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The ride. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Bruins looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25. Now back to your game inside Carter Finley Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
On first down, it's Bryson Washington again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Balls and fired complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll go with Washington. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And this is the part of the field where it starts to be even more clear, right? I'm not backed up in my own territory. I'm getting towards midfield. 4th and inches. I can't get inches. I like my offense. I like their aggressiveness. And I like the way they went and got the first down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff, Washington running left. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Finds him out of the backfield. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab down the middle. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Terry. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes.
Ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Crawford. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass. Now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. How about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. He's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Back to pass on second down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Trying to slip through and pick it up. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out wide right, it's Scott.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost, and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break. He broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy on the ground.
3rd and long right here. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Floats it out in space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Simmons. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to Washington again. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. On the return. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Using his legs, it's Lewis.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hits inside. It's Washington. Bring him down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So 1st down will open up the final period. Here's a give to Washington. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Blue Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Washington. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will...
Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Joyner again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Plows his way ahead. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
If you're going to stop...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Going to the running game. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So an 82-yard drive there. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Wants to throw one first. On the run, fires downfield. Complete in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's a give to Washington. Nowhere to go.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Right side, it's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Caught on the RPO. He's into the open down the middle. And he scores! Touchdown, Duke!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Here's Quentin one more time. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. Here's a give to Washington. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They're all over it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Look out! He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Rush right in his face. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Follows his blocks. It's Scott. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Trying the left side. Turning it on. They're just going to try to stick it to him and add some salt to the wound. He's at the tech, and he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. We're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.